Hey bakers, I'm Justin Jacobs here at the Baking Buddy Kitchen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the incredible Oreo stuffed cookies and cream cookie. Try saying that 5 times fast. This is the same recipe that's featured on our Amazon listing main image. We've received so many requests for the recipe, so today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make it. Now we're going to try to make this cookie with as much of a healthy spin as we can. That means we're going to be using untreated, unbleached whole wheat flour. We're going to be using evaporated cane juice instead of refined sugar, and of course organic cage-free butter and eggs. Like I mentioned in our baking principles video right here, there's such an importance on using quality ingredients. The best ingredients are going to give you the best results. Alright, I love this cookie, I love this recipe, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Are you ready? Okay bakers, so we're going to start making our cookie batter, and the recipe we're going to use is actually going to be the standard cookie recipe printed right here on the non-stick surface of our Baking Buddy. We're going to start by adding salt and baking soda for a whole wheat. I'm just going to give that a good stir. The other reason I love to use whole wheat flour for this recipe is it gives it such a richer flavor. Now we're going to set that aside. We're going to put our room temperature butter and sugar into our mixing bowl. I'm just going to beat it together with a wooden spoon. The easiest way to do this is just to continuously fold it and smush. Fold and smush. And keep doing that until the whole thing becomes a nice little paste. Crack our egg. And add our vanilla. Then mix together your wet ingredients until you have a nice paste. There we go. Be careful not to overmix it either. Alrighty, now that all of our wet ingredients are combined, we're going to go ahead and pour in our flour in about 1/3 increments. And another third. And the last of it. If your wrist starts to get tired, you can take any towel and wrap it around your spoon, and that actually makes it a lot easier. Alright, now that's how your batter should look once you're all done. So now that our cookie dough is done, we're going to go ahead and add in our toppings. And what I have here is a blend of finely ground Oreo cookies, and then small chunks of Oreo cookie, and then white chocolate chips. And we're just going to toss all of that in here. We're just going to go ahead and gently fold this into our batter. And we can give it a little bit of a taste test. Cookie dough. You can taste the flavor in the whole wheat flour, especially if it's been unbleached, untreated. All right, I gotta stop myself. Now that our batter's done, we're ready to stuff our cookies. So I went ahead and taken 6 mega stuffed Oreos, and I like the mega stuffed because you can really see the cream filling in the middle once the cookies bake. I've also gone ahead and stuck a toothpick in each cookie, and you'll see why in just a little bit. All we're gonna do is go ahead and roll 2 small cookies. Just like that, and place it on either side. And it's good to measure out all the cookie pieces first, that way you can make sure that they're all the same size and they cook evenly. Alright, so now all of our cookie dough has been formed. I'm going to show you how to properly stuff the cookie. You're going to take your cookie dough ball and you're going to place it right through the toothpick and place it on top, just like that. Then you're going to take the bottom one and then you're going to stick it on the bottom. And just slowly but surely just go ahead and mold these together. Pinch it around the sides to get a nice and even coat. And then just form the ball together. The other thing that's really important is making sure that your cookies are parallel to your Baking Buddy. That way you get an even bake. And that's why we've gone ahead and stuck our toothpicks in, so we know which way the cookie is facing while it bakes. And then we're just going to repeat the process. Now all of our cookies are stuffed and we're ready to put it in the oven at 375 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. If you want to, you can stick them in the oven now, but I like to chill the cookies first so they hold their shape better while they're baking. And since we're using our non-stick Baking Buddy, we're not going to have to go ahead and put on any kind of grease or butter or chemical cooking spray. We're just going to put it straight on the mat and stick them in the oven. Alright, so our cookies have just come out of the oven and we're going to let them sit for about 5 minutes before we move them over to our cooling rack. Now we could not have done this so easily without our baking buddy. It's a non-stick silicone surface for your baking pans that provides you the perfect medium to bake on. It also has everything a baker needs, like measurements, metric conversions, and a standard cookie recipe printed right on the surface. The silicone evenly distributes heat so that you get the same quality of baking that you could only get with an expensive industrial oven. In fact, you can click right over here and watch a quick video that shows you all of the other amazing things your baking buddy can do. So now that our cookies have had a little chance to cool, we're going to go ahead and just pick them up and move them onto our cooling rack. If you remember, we didn't grease this pan at all with any butter or cooking spray. You could just honestly pick them up. Look at that. They are just sliding all up and down our baking buddy. Not only that, but because of the silicone, the heat was distributed evenly. So we're getting the same quality of baking that we normally can only get with one of those really expensive industrial sized ovens. I love them. They look like little sombreros. And now we're just going to set it on our rack to cool for about another 10 minutes, and then we're ready to cut them open and see what they look like. So now our cookies have cooled and we're ready to go ahead and cut. We're just going to pick up one of these cookies and we're going to place it right here on our plate. Now we're going to hold this right here by the toothpick and we're just going to slice it in half. There we go. And take a look at that. Oh, is that not exactly what you want? A beautiful, gooey mess of a cookie stuffed with an Oreo. Alright bakers, well thanks again for joining me in the kitchen today. I had such a blast making these Oreos with you. Leave us a comment, tell us what you want to see us bake next week, and we'll see you then. Have a good one. Thanks again for joining me in the kitchen today. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can see you next week. Also, leave me a comment letting us know what we should bake. If we use your suggestion, we'll make sure to give you a shout out. But why stop there? Let's keep this party going. You can click on either side of me for more video recipes, or if you want to learn a little more about our baking buddy, you can click right below me to see a quick video that shows you how it all works. Also, you can join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, where you'll find more recipes, more tips, and pictures of the amazing creations that you've sent us. Remember, our community is not complete without you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.